Hey guys, welcome to our next math lesson. We're doing area of complex shapes. We are going to build off of what we did last time with perimeter of complex shapes because we have to find missing sides. Other than that, it's going to be area compared to perimeter, so we need to find the space inside of the shape, whereas perimeter is the distance around the shape. We're going to start with our simple L shape to get this going again. Okay, so again, draw these out, work on them as we go, have them for your notes. Get used to that part of our learning at this stage. So let's go 7 centimeters, 13 centimeters, and we'll say this one is 4 centimeters, and this one is, we'll go with 6 centimeters. Again, my scale is not going to be all that accurate, but that is okay. Okay, next part is figuring out missing side. We know our vertical line total is 7 for our height. We've used 4. What's left? We have 3 centimeters. 7 minus 4 is 3. For our horizontals, we know that the total is 13. We've used 6. 13 minus 6 is going to be 7 centimeters. Okay. Now we need to break this into 2 shapes. Okay, and those 2 shapes are always going to be, for when we look at this one, rectangles and squares, to make this as simple as possible. So I'm just going to color this in. I'm going to come right here, and it doesn't matter which way you do this. Okay, I'm going to take that one for blue, and then this one will be the red. And we'll start with the red since I now have that marker open and ready to go. We look at this, red almost looks like a square, even though it's not because of the measurements. We are not using this entire vertical line. That is a common error. Okay, we got to look at where this ends. This ends right here. So if we're going from here to here, our measurement is 3 centimeters. So we're going to have 3, and then we know our base right here is going to be 6. So we have 3 times 6 is 18. We'll come back and do the units of measurement here after we finish. For the top one, for our big long rectangle here, we do use this entire length there. So we're going to use our 13. And because we're only coming to here, we're going to use the 4. Okay, we're not using all of it, the entire height. We're using the height of this particular rectangle. So we have 4. And we're going to multiply those together. 13 times 4. So we have 3 times 4 is 12. And then we have 4 and 5. We are going to then take these numbers and combine them because we need to know that entire area. Okay, we have to combine those shapes. So if we're combining, we are going to add these together. 8 plus 2 is 0. We said 10. So we add the 1, there's 2, plus 5 is 7. So we're going to have 70 centimeters squared for our answer. The other way we can write it is 70 SQ centimeters. If you use the exponent, make sure it goes after your unit of measurement. Okay, find the missing sides, and then make sure when you are breaking down into those individual shapes to find the areas that you are not going and using extra measurements for the entire side. Okay, let's do the next one. And yeah, perfect right there. Okay, let's label this one as 5 feet, and we'll label this part at 6 feet. And now let's give this one looks like another 6 feet, and this one we'll go at 6 feet again. We'll just use lots of the 6 feet on this one. So for this, we do not have our totals for our height or for our base. We know the pieces, we got to put them together. Vertical at 5 and a vertical at 6. 5 plus 6 gets us 11 feet. And then we don't know that total, so we're going to have our 6 plus our 6. We got 12 feet. Okay, breaking this now into two different rectangles or squares. Here we got that one. And so for this one, looking right here, I got that entire line. So I have 12. Okay. Now, do I have the entire 11? Nope, it stops. So I got my 5. 12 times 5 is 60. Time to figure out the other one. Mark that one off. Okay. We're using that entire 11? Nope. We stop right there. So we use our height at 6, our base at 6. We're going to multiply 6 times 6 to get 36. Then we are going to combine these shapes to figure out the area. So we're going to add. When we have 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 6 is 96. And we got feet squared. Okay, so there is the basics of those. The other one that we can get to, and I'm going to do a simple shape first because this is one that I often sneak past you guys. And so this is a simple one to pay attention to. Let's say we got 4 meters and 7 meters for this triangle. So we're going to take our 4 times our 7, we get 28. But you have to remember, we're not done because base and height gets us the area of a rectangle or a square. We don't have that entire rectangle or square. We have a triangle because that part's missing. That is the other half. Okay, that half is missing. So we have to divide by 2 to cut that 28 in half. And then that gets us 14 meters squared. Okay, so there's a quick review on that for a simple finding this area of a triangle. We're going to throw that triangle into a complex shape now. If our complex shape has, oh, that did not go straight. Let's bring that one down a little bit better. Okay, that's decent. We'll go 9. We'll go back to centimeters, and we'll go 6 centimeters, 4 centimeters. Okay, we still need to break this into 2 shapes. Obviously, one of these is going to be a triangle. So we'll mark our triangle right there, and then we'll take our rectangle. Okay, but before I do anything, I need to know the height of that triangle. We know the base is right here. It is 4. So if we take the height, this entire height is 9. This part to here is 6. That's where our base gets cut off. 9 minus 6 leaves us with 3 centimeters for the height. Okay, so we're going to get lots of steps here. This rectangle base is 4. Height comes up right here, so we're using the 6. 4 times 6 is 24. For the triangle, okay, we have our base of 4. So we're going to do 4 times our height of that triangle. What's left from the rectangle is 3. And then we have 12. Again, remember, what do we need to do when we have a triangle? Divide by 2. So we're going to take that 12 and we're cutting it in half. Okay, 12 divided by 2. I know it's nice and easy. You're doing it in your head, but I'm writing it out so you can see it. We have 6. So the area of the triangle is 6 centimeters squared. We need to combine that with the area of our rectangle. So we end up with 30 centimeters squared. That is the area of that particular complex shape. Okay. Again, guys, as we're going through this, feel free to pause. Okay. Get the notes written down. I know I'm going fast, but you have the pause button. So it works really well. Again, your area of complex shapes will be posted on Google Classroom. Questions come up, feel free to contact me.